I'll do whatever it takes to become the Winter King and prove you wrong! I will never lose! Not to somebody like you!
You want me to make things right with Lewis?
Make things right between you?
So I'm supposed to kiss.
All right, guys. So just woke up. We are 242.7 pounds. So we have 8.7 pounds to drop today. This sounds familiar. No, guys, I was 257 just 4 days ago. That's crazy. So from 257, I was under 229 at one point. No, I was 229.2 was my lowest weigh-in this prep. So I was like 4 pounds, 5 pounds under my weight cap. And then within like 3-4 days, my weight shot up to 257. And then I was battling this illness. So it just blows my mind how the body works, because like I was like 257 and now I'm 242.7 and I still have 8 pounds to drop, but like I'm not worried about it because I feel good. Like I feel like pretty good right now, considering how much weight I've lost in the past like 4 days, but it's still gonna be hard. So what we're gonna do is water's gonna come down a little bit today. I've been having 6 38 ounce, basically 228 ounces of water a day. So I'm gonna bring that down to probably like 100 ounces today, max until weigh-ins, and that's only if I need it. I'm just gonna drink as I need it, but I'm gonna keep my sodium the same and I'm gonna keep my meals relatively the same. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull all the fats out. So no more beef. It's just gonna be chicken meals, protein powder, like isolate. So it sits super light in my stomach. But the isolate today, I'm not going to like mix in a protein shake because I'm gonna keep the water as low as possible. I'm just gonna mix it in like a little cup with like minimal water and eat it. I'm gonna keep the fats as low as I can, trace fats, trace carbs, deplete the glycogen as much as I can today. We're gonna go hit a workout this morning somewhere and probably do the sauna while I'm there, wherever it is. I need to make sure that when I get back from the workout, I'm gonna say at least 4 pounds down. That's my goal, is I wanna be 4 pounds down, which I know I can do if I drink minimal water and I work out really hard and I sweat out a little bit in the sauna. I can at least be 4 pounds down because I'm usually the same weight I woke up at or a pound less with 3 to 4 of those shaker bottles in. And 4 of those is roughly 76 times 2, 152 ounces of water. We'll see if that lines up, but that's kind of what I'm feeling with my body. It's been a lot of just feeling my body right now, because to be honest with you guys, sometimes, you know, what works in like textbook form doesn't always work in person. You know, there's a lot of coaches who are like, oh, like, why did you do this? Why did you do that? Like sometimes you just got to figure out like what your body wants and just kind of give it what it wants, whether it looks right on paper. You just got to kind of listen to yourself. So I'm not actually going to eat my first meal yet. So I'm going to push that back as far as I possibly can. I want to see how digestion feels once I start. I'm going to get a cup of coffee in me. I'm going to do like an 8 or 10 ounce cup of coffee. I don't count coffee towards my water intake because it is like a natural diuretic. And I do think it just kind of helps clear things out. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I will see you guys at the gym or, you know, wherever Christian decides to film.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sorrows, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle, put my heart in a case. Head's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need
No, I don't have a Ninja Creamy.
So good. Sweet. Keeping it simple. We got literally carbs and protein. We got Uncle Ben's jasmine rice. This will be carbon up on. And then Elev8 creamy rice. Probably just alternate between these. And when I say carb up, I don't know how much we're going to be carbon up, since I have stubborn water that doesn't want to stay off my body. But we're coming in. Feeling it right now, guys. But about to go sweat it out. It's gonna be fun.
Dark horse, renegade, vigilante, got it made. Rebel heart, underdog, play the part. They call me an outlaw. Whoa, whoa, living like an outlaw. Trouble comes, call it what you will. It's my day, I stand tall. I wouldn't ever know other way, no other way. Living like an outlaw. Living like an outlaw. Just call me an outlaw. Vigilante, got it made. Rebel heart, underdog, play the part. They call me an outlaw. Yeah, they call me an outlaw.
Wow, huge cortisol drop or whatever you want to call it. I just made weight, so this is actually the easiest time I've ever had making weight since I turned pro, ironically. I know it's not something to flex about, but it's pretty cool when the first time you're self-coached is also the easiest time that you've had making weight. And we had a lot of stuff that we had to go through the last 2 weeks to get here. I was 257 just 6 days ago, so I've lost 24 pounds because I weighed in at just over 233. I was, what did I wake up at, 242.7?
Yeah.
So I had 8.7 pounds to lose to make 234 weight cap, and I managed to lose 9.7 pounds today. I'm getting super dry, I can feel it. So now that I made weight, I'm gonna go sip on the rest of my water in there. And I'm just gonna hit my normal meals tonight and just space them together a little bit more frequent and keep protein exactly the same. I am gonna start adding in the carbohydrates that I had baseline before I pulled yesterday. That's pretty much it. Same sodium. We're gonna go to the athlete meeting here. Huge endorphin release and just cortisol drop that I just made weight. So guys, I'm so excited. Thank you so much for all your support. It's been a really, really rough 2 weeks. So we're gonna go not make weight, we're gonna go listen to some people talk, get our little number. I'm sure I'm gonna spend some money on some shit, and then I'll see you guys after. Super easy. These are actually the same, well, 5 grams less jasmine rice than I'm used to. So what I had planned for myself is exactly what's happening. I was going to drop glycogen, water, and extra GI stress to make weight, which is exactly what we did. Cool part is, back of this, 240 grams of jasmine rice cooked in 1 pouch. I've been having 245 grams. Well, I had myself having 245 grams. So this, yeah, I'm not gonna really freak out about 5 grams of jasmine rice. It's perfect for carb loading for me. I'm not saying it's perfect for you, but for me it is. Makes it really easy because this is exactly the amount of carbs I have in one meal, so I'll just alternate between this and cream of rice. I've been loving the new Elev8 Nick Walker flavor. This strawberry cheesecake flavor is insane. I already had like a whole bag of this during like the last week when I could have it. Not a whole bag, but I decided to take a new one here with me. I just opened it. So I don't get yelled at TSA because they like to go through all this stuff and make sure it's not a bomb. So no, my cream of rice is not a bomb. Sodium doesn't change, in case you're wondering. Bro, we really did that shit. We really did that. That's crazy as fuck. I literally weighed 24 pounds more than I do at check-ins. I probably now weigh less after a meal and all that water, to be honest, because of the cortisol.
Yeah.
I don't want to go check, but like honestly, like that's, I feel, you guys don't understand how much stress it is. Like, obviously I know it's my decision to coach myself, and I know it's my decision to put this much pressure on myself, but fuck. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, man, I just wanted to make weight, and I just wanted to not have to kill myself to make weight, and believe it or not, I actually feel fine. I feel perfectly fine. This is the healthiest I've felt going into a peak in my entire career, like ever, and the most confident. And as much as that sounds crazy to say, because a week ago everything was just so fucked, it just shows me that like it is science. You know, you always wonder, because it's like I do all these shows with my clients, and you know, a lot of them go really well, and I obviously I miss sometimes. I'm a human. I'm not perfect, but I've always wondered if I could do this myself. So I guess we've gotten past like 80% of it. Right now, the rest of it is just landing this plane and stepping on stage and seeing what it looks like. All right, so we have 100 grams of chicken, 240 grams of jasmine rice in here, and then just a 4 teaspoon of salt, using pink salt on this meal. And we're just cooking. We're just sitting here cooking. The physique is literally coming to life, like as time goes on. I'm curious to see what my weight is at the end of the night, and I'm also curious to see what my weight is in the morning, because this will be the first day where I'm pushing water and food so hard at night. So I want to see what my GI does tonight. I did change all my beef meals to chicken just because I know my GI tract is already not 100%. My digestive system isn't 100%, so I don't want to stress it too hard. But I'm keeping things super old school, super simple. Sodium stays the same. I added more carbs back in today because we were no carbs today and no carbs yesterday and really low carbs for the last week in general. So this is about a 20% increase in carbs from what I was having previous to the last 2 days. So a little bit of an increase there. Same sodium, hasn't changed the entire time. Protein hasn't really changed the entire time. I just have been adjusting carbs and fats. So super low fat carb up here, alternating between peanut butter and non-peanut butter meals. Probably just gonna keep it chicken and rice for the first 2 or 3 meals of the night, and then I'll probably have cream of rice for maybe 1 meal or 2 meals tonight. But we're gonna have all the same 6 meals that I normally have right now. That's pretty much it. All right, so before I show you guys this and I sign out, I want to show you a side-by-side of, this was 6, when did we go to lift? 5 days ago, 6 days ago?
6 days ago.
6 days ago to now. Well, not even to now, probably much better than this now. Better hour by hour, but this is 6 days in between. I was 257 pounds on the left. Yes, I'm not even kidding. You can ask anybody in my corner, in my circle. I was very in my head. And on the right, I made weight at 233. So I dropped 24 pounds total, roughly, 6 days. I'm proud of that. So anyways, we got the last meal of the day here. Hopefully the last meal. My body is just absolutely destroying these carbs. Fats are really low, so I might increase those tomorrow, but tomorrow's a whole different day for a different story. Taking this meal by meal. I haven't taken any like progress pictures. I'm just like going off how I feel, how I look, if I'm flat, if I'm not flat. So that's what I'm doing, but we are officially carbing up with Elev8. I did use Nick Walker's flavored the strawberry cheesecake for the last meal, and I got my first like big serving of it, like 120 grams, and wow, that stuff tastes so good when you have like a lot to eat. It does taste like a strawberry cheesecake, so definitely check that stuff out. But this is still my goated flavor. I love you, Nick Walker, I love your flavor, but I think it's like a hard number 2 or number 3 for me, with like the peanut butter cup being up there. But Elev8 has been an amazing sponsor. They've just been an amazing sponsor, and they've always been there for me, like ship me out extra bags when I need them. You know, I just really appreciate Elev8 being there for me through all these years. It's been amazing. Also, I wanted to shout out Eminent Nutrition. I'm literally peaking using their protein powders. I use their performance subs all year long. I helped formulate one of their pre-workouts, my Gummy Gain special, and I also had a part in the chocolate peanut butter ISO Pro flavor. So like being part of that and seeing that grow and being like one of the head athletes is awesome, and I take a lot of pride in that. And also Darc Sport, obviously. Without these sponsors, I couldn't do what I do. I wouldn't be able to have Christian here and all that stuff. So I'm very, you know, appreciative of that, and I don't want to have that unnoticed, because I do feel like I haven't talked about that as much this prep. It's just been like locked in, but that's so that I can represent all these people. Anyways, we got chicken breast, just 100 grams. We have 120 grams cream of rice, 1/4 teaspoon pink salt on this, and we're gonna slam this down. We are 1 day out tomorrow, and things are going perfectly, the best they could possibly go given the circumstances. So I'm just going to keep that in the back of my head and, you know, just take this moment by moment. But I appreciate you guys. I've been very vulnerable and honest, and honestly, some of the videos that we've dropped have been amazing videos and edits, but I just knew my physique wasn't where it needed to be. But I trusted that God had a plan, and I trusted that the science behind it was going to work, and my education was going to work, and it has. So thank you guys so much for just like watching and supporting it, even if, you know, it wasn't the cleanest prep, but this is just raw and honest what's going on and how most bodybuilding preps are behind the scenes, if I'm being honest. So love you guys. See you in the next one at 1 day out.